Hey everyone, for this week's art lesson we're going to do a project called Warm and Cool Colored Sunset. So I want you to look at this tool that artists use. It's called the color wheel, and you'll see that there are 6 major colors: yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, green. And today we're going to break this into 2 separate groups, one called the warm colors, which are on half of our color wheel. So if I cover up these, then I'm left with the warm colors, and if I go like this, I'm left with the cool colors. So we're going to use those groups. Warm colors, typically thought of as the sun, warm things such as fire, and we think of ice or water when we think of the cool colors. So we're going to use those 2 groups. All right, first we got to get started with the drawing. Drawing is very, very easy and looks great, but we really want to use the entire paper today. So all the way to the 4 edges, we're going to be filling in with our color. And our other big thing is pressing soft with the crayon. If we press soft with the crayon, then we can overlap it by pressing hard and get in some really great patterns, either with line, or we can do it with shape like polka dots. A couple lines here used for grass, perhaps to get some movement and water. Really, really easy. So I'm going to show you guys how to get started with this. We're really just looking at the shape of a circle. And next we're going to draw our wavy line for our horizon line that's separating all the land from the sky. So let me get started with that. On this side I have an example. You can take out your markers, crayons, or paints and join right along. Okay, so to get started on this, we're going to add a circle right in the center near the top. Okay, now the next step that we want to do is use a wavy line. That's going to help us with the land separating from the sky. So I'm going to take my line from one side of my paper. I'm going to make a wavy line all the way to the other side. We want to go right off the edge. Okay, so now I can take that same wavy line and continue it all the way down the paper. So on here I started with my first, here's my second, third. Okay, so go down about half an inch or an inch, and you're going to follow that last line that you drew. Okay, do it a third time here. And you're seeing a pattern or repeating lines, which is good. Okay, that ties in with another element of art that we're trying to get. Okay, and we're already done with the land. We're going to leave it as just those wavy lines. Now we're going to switch our lines. We were using wavy for the land. We're going to use straight for the sun's rays. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start here, always from the circle. Here we go. So nice straight lines. Take your time. These lines on the bottom are going to end where we started our hills. Okay, so they're not going to go past the hills. But all the other rays of light are going to be straight lines that literally go right off of the paper. Okay, because we want to use all that space when we color. All right, so again, start at the circle, work your way out. Good. All right. And that is it for the actual composition, the actual drawing of our sunrise. Okay, so you guys can see it there. And then the next step is we're going to break our colors into 2 groups. So if you have your crayons or your markers, you should have one group of cool colors, okay, and then one which is purple, green, and blue, and then one group of warm colors, which is yellow, red, and orange. And we're going to use those colors to color in our landscape. Now, the whole top of it is going to be working with warm colors. So you can see them side by side, and I can use them as a pattern. So on this side, I have yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red. Okay, so we want to make it into our pattern. On the bottom, we want to try to do the same. So blue, purple, green. Okay, so you can really play around with some of the colors. And press soft with your crayon. So the technique with the crayon is to press very, very soft to color in the space. and then taking your crayon and pressing on the table hard. And when you do that, press your crayon hard, then it overlaps the softer areas. And so did some zigzags that I can continue right up here. So just taking my crayon, you'll see this now, pressing very, very hard on top of the soft coloring. You can see those lines pop right up, okay? So nice and hard. And that will use your crayon in a different way as well. So this is a good way to practice with crayons, coloring in areas soft and then going hard. Okay, I can come down here and do it on the blue. What I do suggest, putting the blue on top of the blue, green on top of green, and so forth, okay? So I hope you guys have a great time with your sunrise. Okay, it's a beautiful little project, working with the warm colors and the cool colors, and really makes it look like a good finished work. I wish you guys all luck with this. Any questions, feel free to email me. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing them when you turn in on Google Classroom. Have a good day, everyone.